4 years ago, first tour for King Country had ever done. It was our inaugural tour, was with Winter Jam, and man, I got to tell you, to come back on every level, community-wise, you know, with just the synergy of all the bands. We're fans of, you know, some of the bands that are coming out. You've got the audience, just to be able to present the music in front of so many people. And I think there's another part of it too, is it this moment, and you guys experience it often at church. You all go out into the town or to this location in America. You're doing your work, you're doing your jobs, and then you settle in on this building for one purpose. You know, to enjoy this music, to enjoy the hope that it offers, and to celebrate, you know. And Winter Jam is exactly that. It's a celebration. And that moment when the song comes and you're all there, and it will never happen again. Yeah. On this side of eternity, you will never have the same group of people in the same room, chances are. And so it's a real pinnacle moment to have and share with thousands of people.
What a cool way to start, like, your touring career too.
When we were writing for that album, Run Wild, Live Free, Love Strong, my son was actually learning how to walk, and I went into the studio with this thought of Run Wild, and I thought, well, how can I turn this into being something that actually means what I'm trying desperately for it to mean, which is, in a way, looking at my son learning how to walk. I thought, man, this kid is running wild. You know, he's learning what life is all about. And then I also got to observe him really living free within the confines of my wife and I's parenting. He's safe. You know, he knows that, okay, I can do all of these things crazy inside of this box, but if I go over there, I might electrocute myself. If I go over there, I might. And then when I would look at him, I'd also see how deeply he loved his dad and his mom. And so I had this thought of, well, what if I was to live life like that? You know, how would that change my day in and day out? And so that's kind of how that phrase, Run Wild, Live Free, Love Strong, came about. And it's one that we're proud to share with people, because I do believe it's much more than just an album title. It's our hope that when we wake up every day, that's the way that we live life.
The Winter Jam Party of Incredibility. That's what we're going to call it.
Of the year. Party of Incredibility.
Of the year.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most about Winter Jam 2016?
Man, the lineup is insane. We've been out on a lot of Winter Jams with these folks, like Red, Crowder, Matt West, but we've never been out for King and Country and Lauren Daigle and Tripoli. I mean, it's going to be an incredible time, and just old faces, new faces. And this is what I love about Winter Jam. It is legitimately a family back there, and they got Pastor Bobby Joyner. I don't know if you know that the secret to Winter Jam is Pastor Bobby Joyner. He grabs you, he prays over you, and just he gets you right before you go out on that stage. So I think that's the heart of Winter Jam, letting people know they are loved by Jesus Christ, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, my buddy Ben and I started the band in Anderson University in Indiana, and we originally our name was 4 Floors to Heaven with a Z and a Roman numeral 2. It's terrible. It's an absolute terrible name.
I'm trying to picture it. Hold
yeah,
on
it's awful. We were the 4th floor, closest to heaven. It was top floor, and we're like, this name cannot happen. We need something. So we stayed up. We had a chapel coming up, and so we stayed up late at night just trying to figure it out. And Ben's word of the day in his dictionary was prophet, and it said someone that tells the truth about life. And it was so simple, so beautiful. And we're like, we need something that goes along with this. And so I was listening to Jars of Clay at the time. I love those boys. And there's a song called Art and Me that says, images on the sidewalk speak of dreams descent. And I just pictured this man walking down a sidewalk, and right there is what God wants him to see. But he's so worried about life that he walks right by it. So Sidewalk reminds me to listen to God in all places. You never know where he's going to show up, where he's going to speak. And then Prophet, to be going out there as men, telling the truth about Jesus. That's what we want our band to be all about.
Yeah, I like that way more than four floors to what was it again?
I won't repeat it.
That was the last time you'll ever say the name of that. Yeah, that was it. So you were here. Now, Dave, you're a singer, minister, songwriter, musician.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that, who is Dave?
Abercrombie model probably first, but no, honestly, I was an English ed major. Okay. My mom was a teacher for 38 years, and so I got my degree in English ed, and I love kids, man. I love just pouring into kids and letting them feel the passion that I feel about literature and all these things, and even more importantly, overarching is that love of Jesus. And even as a teacher, like I feel like no matter what your job is, plumber, astronaut, it doesn't matter. Like, you can worship God. And that's kind of what he's been speaking over me. It's like, it doesn't matter. Some days I feel less, I'm just a songwriter, or I'm just this. But the truth is, I'm a child of God, and whatever we do, we need to do it with that air of worship about us. And so, yeah, I think I might be teaching in Indiana. Who knows where I'd be.
You've been a part of Fuge camps with Lifeway, and so so we know that you do love youth. If you're going to go do a Fuge camp, you gotta love youth.
We did a Fuge camp for 8 straight weeks. So
you really love youth.
We really love the youth of America. But no, it was a lot of fun. And man, I think we've done a Glorietta and Ridgecrest and Jackson. I mean, all over the country, we've done those camps. And Lifeway, what you guys do is an incredible ministry. So thank you guys. So, and thank you everybody out there that's worship pastor and whatever you're doing to bring music into the church. Some days you just feel like music isn't enough, but I tell you, God uses that gift and he multiplies his love through it, and it just amazes me every day, the stories we hear. So thank you for all that you do to bring this love of God, this gift of music that he's given us into the hearts of your congregations.